Hi there. This is my first post-op video for having rotator cuff surgery. I had a complete rotator cuff tear of my right shoulder, which I had fallen on my shoulder during the summer. I had passed out from a heat stroke after fishing for 3 hours with my husband and injured my shoulder. So I had seen an orthopedic doctor, and an MRI confirmed a complete tear, and surgery was the only way to fix this. So I had my surgery last Monday, October 29th. Today's Wednesday, November 7th, 2018. And surgery went pretty well. There was nothing else the doctor had to repair except for the rotator cuff tear. It was arthroscopic surgery, so there's 3 small incisions in my shoulder, and surgery was done that way. I had a nerve block from the shoulder to the fingertips, so you don't feel any pain for the first, 12, 24 hours. Mine ended sooner than that. I start feeling the nerve block wear off around 9:30 that night that I came home from the hospital. The pain, was increasing as the time went by. I did start on the pain meds that was prescribed. I started the mild painkiller first, but that really wasn't doing much, and I was prescribed a muscle relaxer for bedtime. So the next morning, the next afternoon, the hospital called to see how I was doing and what my pain level was. On a scale of 1 to 10, I said a 7, 8, and they said stop the mild one and start the severe painkiller, which was hydrocodone. And I really hated to have to do that because I know they make you kind of groggy and loopy feeling and very tired, but I needed to get through dealing with the pain, so I did start those. And so the first night was restless. I didn't want to sleep in a recliner, as a lot of other people said that they did during, from their surgeries. I was determined to sleep in my own bed with my Chihuahua and my husband. So I propped up a bunch of pillows and slept in a sit-up position. And I was restless up and down. This bulky sling does not make it any easier to try to sleep. You have this big pillow sling on, and it's just a nuisance to have to sleep in. But for the first 3 days, I slept a lot. I stayed on the love seat and slept on and off all day. Did not want to move off of it. Between the hydrocodone and the wearing off of the anesthesia, makes you really sleepy and tired. So I have, my family lives here, my daughter, my son, my husband, so I had the help from everybody to do things around the house. You come out of the surgery with the sling already on, of course, with the hospital gown on, and then you'll recover, and then you'll get dressed. They'll help you get dressed. And they told me bring a big button-down shirt and sweatpants is the easiest outfit to wear home from the hospital. While I slept in that outfit for 2 days, you do not want to even, take yourself out of the sling. Well, you're told not to remove the sling. At least I was told not to remove the sling for 2 days. On the third day, 48 hours after surgery, I was able to remove the sling, remove the dressing, and put Band-Aids over the incisions. And then the following day, which was a Wednesday, I was able to shower and keeping my arm down at my side, and not lifting it for anything. So it felt good to get, shower, very difficult to wash and, wash your hair, shower with one arm. I am right-handed and my right shoulder was operated on. So to wash and do everything with my left arm is very tedious and annoying. And bathroom needs also are annoying, having to use the opposite arm and hand for things. But you kind of get the hang of it, I hate to say. I've been living in button-down shirts and sweatpants since surgery. I do have a lot of, button-down shirts and sweats, so that wasn't a problem. I can't master getting t-shirts on like others have tried on these videos. I just find it harder to get my arm and neck through, so the button-down shirts make it a lot easier. So I stayed on the pain meds until Friday. I did not want to continue on them. The pain was getting less and less. I used ice gel packs throughout the week. I purchased those on Amazon, and they really helped. Make sure you have two, so when one comes out the freezer and then starts getting warmer on your shoulder, you can put that back in the freezer and grab another one out of the freezer. So that was a plus. I started taking Tylenol once I went off of the painkillers, and that extra strength Tylenol, they helped me. And I stopped the muscle relaxers also. So I have occasional muscle ache in my upper arm, but I purchased a muscle roll-on pain reliever from Amazon, which I just got that today, so I'm going to start that tonight. And it's an all-natural reliever. Let's see, so I mentioned showering is a difficult thing with one arm. Brushing your teeth is difficult, especially when it's your opposite hand you're not used to using. And each day gets a little better. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm able to make my bed with one hand. I can't wash dishes yet, so I load the dishwasher, and if my family feels like they want to do the dishes, they'll do them. Cooking, I can do, easy things that don't require grabbing a casserole out of the oven with two hands. So easier things to make. Other than that, let's see. Oh, geez. Haven't been out of the house because it's embarrassing walking around with this big sling on. I only have been out in the yard with my dog. I will be getting out for my first post-op visit next Thursday. Hopefully, I hear good news about getting out of the sling, sooner than 4 weeks, hopefully, but having to keep this thing on 24 hours a day except for taking it off to get dressed or washed. It's not fun. It's depressing, I hate to say. And not being able to drive for 4 to 6 weeks is not fun either. I don't like to depend on my family to run to the store and get things for me, but I'd rather be out shopping myself, but can't do it now. So, just ask for help if you have it around the house. I'm sure as days go by it'll get easier, but for now, just, sleeping is still, I can get some sleep, but I'm restless. Like last night, my belt around this thing came loose, the Velcro, so I was up trying to adjust it. But Other than that, ladies, you probably won't be wearing a bra for the first day coming home from the hospital. I know I didn't put one on. I don't like not being able to wear a bra, so I purchased a strapless tube type bra, which is really, has the hook and loop, and it's easy to just, hook it with one hand, hold the bra with your arm, under your arm with the surgical arm, and hook it together and slide it around in place. And that's what I've been wearing underneath my shirts. So, other than that, I think I've covered just about, all of the hints. I am in the recliner now, and I have a pillow propped up behind my arm, which makes it a lot more comfortable. Other than that, I don't think there's any other hints that I haven't mentioned. Nope, I think that's it. So I will post a follow-up and give you some more hints or update on my prognosis. Take care.